Meow.
Hooray, Gary! We're finally huge!
Meow.
Huh? Wait a minute. Oh, no!
Meow.
Shell phone. I know. I'll call Squidward. He'll know what to do. So I'm just going to have to point at you during ones like that.
Oh, yeah.
Hello and welcome back to the Two Things That Won't Work podcast. My name is Marcus Chronicle. I'm here with...
What's my motivation? Neon Greystone.
And today we are looking at the episodes Pizza Delivery and Home Sweet Pineapple. I went to open my notes and it went to the very bottom. I went, this is not helpful. I want to make sure I'm getting the right one. I know it's Home Sweet Pineapple, but I might say the wrong freaking episode because I had to name two after the same thing.
Yeah, no, that's confusing as hell. And there's three with a similar plot.
Yeah. So, before we get into this episode proper, let's go ahead and reveal the episode from last week's title game. We still don't have it. We need to figure out something for that, and we still haven't uploaded episode 1. Like it's scheduled to go live
January something.
I think it's the 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, because the first is a Thursday.
Okay.
So it's scheduled to go up the first Saturday of
the year.
January. And this will be the last Saturday of January. But
wow, a month in advance.
Yeah. Your clues for the last episode were the Flying Dutchman, Gravestone,
Yeah.
and Elevator.
Pretty easy, right?
Yeah. You want to reveal?
That would be Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost.
That it is.
And one of those clues was harder than the others.
One of those clues, Neon did not know.
I did not.
You didn't know there was an elevator.
I don't think anyone knows that.
It sticks in my mind. That's the episode there's an elevator in Squidward's house.
I bet money if we go to Squidward's house on any wiki, it does not have elevator under anything.
I bet it wouldn't. So,
if you got that at home, you're lying.
yes. So, do you remember any of the clues from this one? Because it's been like 2 hours since we wrote them down.
Oh, I think so.
So here are some of your clues. Neon, give one.
Wait.
I'm a dick. Anyway, your first clue is going to be playing cards. Neon, do you have a second clue?
Oh, yeah, that was the first clue. Playing cards.
I could just easily turn my screen around and let him see it, but it's funnier this way for me.
I remember the episode just now. I didn't a minute ago. Oh, jump rope.
Yeah, that was one of the clues.
I think that was the one I picked.
Yeah. And your last clue is mailbox. Once again, because they were a bit apart, your clues are playing cards, mailbox, and jump rope.
If you get all three, you win a prize.
Yeah, you get to be pinned under the comments of this video. Which is the prize for every episode game.
Indeed.
We played this game once, and I chose the movie, which it took a while because you were not prepared for that.
I thought the movie was off the table. It was not, but that makes it's classic.
Yeah. Yeah, the movie is a classic. We won't go really into season 4 on.
Yeah, like we don't go past 4. I don't know if we've ever been in 4.
Gaultier, when we played with him, he chose Skull Crane, which is season 4, which is...
I mean, it's still kind of a classic. It's I don't expect it.
I would do Mr. Puff, You're Fired, or Krusty Towers.
Krusty Towers, yeah, I count that as a classic.
Those two are a classic episode. That's a season 3 episode that aired in season 4.
That's what I'd say. Season 4 is on the table. Be prepared for that at home, but like nothing past that ever
come up.
Yeah, but don't rule it out if it makes the game harder.
Yeah, if it makes the game more fun. So yeah, Pizza Delivery and Home Sweet Pineapple. 2
of the best episodes of the season.
So I have the little synopsis here. I haven't read this. Usually I do. Today I didn't.
It's better if you don't.
And IMDb is putting text to go all the way to the top of the screen over the synopsis because they suck.
For those of you at home, we're not prepared. We think it adds to the illusion.
We are never prepared.
It adds to it.
Okay, so, pizza delivery. Mr. Krabs has SpongeBob and Squidward go above and beyond the Call of Duty to make it the first successful Krabby Patty pizza delivery. When the two become stranded in the desert, SpongeBob has to prevent the starving Squidward from eating the pizza before they deliver it.
God, wasn't one of last week's, super short?
One of last week's was like a sentence.
The hell happened to this? What happened to that guy?
I think both synopses were a sentence long, which made me laugh.
What happened? This could have... They deliver a pizza. It was in the title.
Let me see if I can go back to... It's a whole thing. This website's a pain in the ass.
All websites are these days.
Yeah. Well, I had to unplug my mouse, not that I even have it in here, just to...
I have a wireless mouse in that drawer if you need one.
I don't have enough...
USB ports?
Yeah, I only have 2 USB ports, and one of them's where I save the episodes.
Did that one came with a C port, didn't it?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, but...
No, your desktop has a C port, I think. No?
No, I just have 1,800 USB ports on my desktop.
Yeah. I've got the fun facts ready. There aren't many.
Yeah, I don't know which episode it was that was super short, but yeah. What?
Get that guy back.
Tell me a fun fact.
Dr. Kelp is a parody of a famous real-life soda brand.
Nah, shit.
See, I don't want to read fun facts like that. Apparently the markings on the boat are in Korean, though, and you can read it if you're fluent in Korean.
Really? It's Korean?
Korean, apparently.
I always wondered why.
I assumed it was random.
I assumed it was Chinese, but I don't know. And it's if it was Japanese, I'd probably be able to pick it out, but...
If it was Japanese, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, apparently... The McDonald's had a pizza for a short time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people online apparently think this is referencing the McPizza.
Yeah, they had a pizza for a very short time. I never had it. I don't know what it was.
I don't think we were alive during it. We might have been.
It had to be during the 90s.
And then the fun one, apparently Squidward's last line of the episode is cut in most countries and was cut in the US before.
Yeah.
Oh, my aching blank.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a fun fact.
So I do actually have a fun little story anecdote about this episode.
Okay.
This episode marks the first time I can remember my parents lying to me.
Oh yeah.
I was 5. I was talking to my mom, and this episode was playing. I asked her, "What's your favorite episode of SpongeBob?" And she looked at the screen and went, "That one."
Not able to name it even, I bet.
No. But at 5 years old, she's that one. He'll be fine with that.
That's legally an answer.
On top of that, I think this was the episode. It was this one or Opposite Day that I told my mom. I want to say it was this one because I think it was the same day. I told my mom I wanted to quit school and never go back. I think this was the episode.
This is what did it. You heard it at home. The blame SpongeBob.
I hated school, but
most kids do. I didn't.
Yeah, it was this one or Opposite Day. I don't remember which. It might have been one leading into it. I just remember it being that super early in the morning.
Yeah, where they aired the classics.
Yeah, but
oh, I missed that. I missed that, dude. Back when SpongeBob would only come on Teen Nick or Toon Nick. The classics.
I didn't always have control of the TV. It was whatever. It was usually whatever my brother was watching.
Yeah.
When I was a young kid.
Yeah.
And we got, because at one point we had 2 TVs. The one in my parents' room and the one in the family room.
And a portable TV.
No.
Oh.
Well, we had
Yeah, you mentioned you and your
TV
brother
at
had a
one
portable
point,
TV you used once or twice.
That was in the car. We didn't get to mess with that. We did at one point have a TV sitting on the floor of the first house I lived in that had an NES. It was a SNES hooked up to it.
Yeah, they used the coax cable.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that must have been my sister's TV, and they had just brought it out to play SNES.
Okay.
I just remember that was the night that I learned that Mario existed, and I walked up and went, "Oh, can I play a game?" Because my sister and my brother were playing. They looked at me and went, "No."
They could have at least handed you an unplugged controller.
And that's why I'm bad at platforming.
To this day.
That is why I'm bad at 2D platformers.
I think he holds it against Mario. Always been more of a Zelda fan.
I do enjoy Zelda more. But I think that's just a funny story. That's why I'm not good at 2D platformers, because the one time I showed interest, I was told to fuck off.
I don't have any special memories of this episode. It was always good. I do remember, again, they would only air the classics for a while, late at night and super early of the morning, like when I was getting ready for school.
I've said it many times, like, this is my favorite. This was my favorite episode for the longest time.
This is my favorite episode. I've told you that.
Yeah. Like, I think it's also my favorite episode at this point.
This is SpongeBob. This is the dynamic.
Especially if you put an A and B episode.
Yeah, like, together. If you're counting 22 minutes of SpongeBob, this is perfect.
When I was a kid, I did. They were one episode, A and B.
That's how I always remembered it.
And that's, with a 30-minute segment of a show, that's how I think of it. Like, Steven Universe has, like, one episode, and 15-minute chunks.
Yeah.
That's just, like, the first one that pops into my head. I could have pulled out regular show or Adventure Time, though I never watched Adventure Time.
Yeah, the 22-minute episode versus the 11.
Yeah. So, if I'm talking about SpongeBob, it's 2 episodes are the one. Or
yeah, they're each an 11-minute episode, roughly.
Yeah. But if I refer to my favorite episode from, like, when I was a kid, it was about 90% of the time pizza delivery.
It was pizza delivery, Band Geek, stuff like that.
Band Geek was never up there for me.
It was pretty high for me. I'd still say it's up there, pretty high.
We'll get to why it wasn't up there for me when we get to the episode. That's so long away. And I don't need people coming at me with weapons until then.
Fun times with weapons.
But, yeah, no. Pizza Delivery and Home Sweet Pineapple are probably the 2 most solid episodes of Season 1, and they're right next to each other.
They're the same episode, technically.
Yeah. So, when I would think about it, yeah, that's my favorite episode.
You're looking at one of the funniest episodes and one of the other funniest, but also with a really good plot.
So, let's get into it. Yeah, obviously, SpongeBob and Squidward have to be delivering a pizza.
God, how'd you do that in less words than the other guy?
They deliver pizza. 30 minutes or less, followed by car crash.
You know, that was a Domino's thing, actually.
It was.
That did that.
It caused a lot of problems.
It caused death.
Yeah. But, I almost wrote it down, but you brought up the reflection when we first get into the Krusty Krab.
Super clean animation.
Those are made of wood.
They've got to varnish. You can do that to wood.
You can.
If you varnish it.
Yeah. It's just that has to be so polished to get that clear a sheen off of it.
What are the Krusty Krab? I assume it's some ship thing, right?
It looks like the frickin' wheel.
Is it the steering wheel? Is it?
I don't know what it would. I assume it's just a steering wheel on a ship. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Well, that's what I didn't know, and those are normally like got holes cut in them, like normally. Not the tables are solid.
Yeah.
And they almost look like dartboards in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
But with spokes on the end.
Yeah, I just assumed it was always meant to be the control of the ship.
We seen them use it as one once.
Yeah.
In Grandpappy the Pirate.
Yeah, that's season 8.
Something like that.
7 or 8.
But, I didn't know if that's what they actually were.
I always assumed that's what they were.
The chairs are barrels. And they've got, portholes for windows.
Yeah. I almost opened my file thing just to look at Audacity. Why am I... My waveform is small for some reason. Don't know why.
Pull up a barrel.
Yeah, you're real loud. I'm moving the mic closer to me.
I project. I was told on the bus that I got yelled at because they could hear me even when everyone else was talking. They could pick out my voice.
Yeah. I didn't ever really have that problem, but I also didn't talk a lot in the bus.
No, I picture you get on the bus, pull hood up, put in earbuds, lay back, wait to get to school.
Oh, it's in the morning when I was on the bus. I would get on the bus, put in the earbuds, and pass out. I did it every day until I stopped riding the bus.
I never minded riding the bus. Like, that's one thing I'm not jealous of other kids that do. I like the bus. I'd rather than getting a car ride.
When did you get on the bus though? How long were you on the bus before you got?
We were the last stop of the morning, so it was my house, school. But that also meant we were the last one home, because it's the same route in reverse order. So I rode the bus till the end to get home.
Yeah, that sucks. I was the first stop in the morning.
That meant you got home first.
And the last stop in the afternoon.
My bus drivers always did, but I always lived in the one spot since I was 6. So my bus driver always did the same route backwards to take us home. Is that not the standard?
No, my bus routes. I had multiple bus routes as a kid because
You had multiple places, though.
in elementary school, I would get on the bus at one point, and then I'd get on a different bus because I'd be going somewhere else. I didn't get on and off at my home. And when I swapped schools in 5th grade, I got on the same bus at the beginning, but got off at a different point. So I first one on, last one off. And like a year or two after
You got the
that,
most out of the bus experience.
a year or two after that, they swapped the bus routes. So I had 2 bus routes again. So I was the first one on and still the last one off. And there was a short time where the bus driver would swap the way they would go, because they would go way down the road and then come back and come all the way out by the Lees over there, up by the exit.
Yeah.
And that meant I was one of the last ones out. And for a short time, and sometimes when we had a sub, they would take Lees first. So I would be one of the first ones off, like near the middle.
That would be nice.
That was awesome, because that was like 20 minutes I wasn't on the bus. So, yeah, that was great. And it was always frickin' hot.
Yeah.
Or ice cold. Which,
Yeah, buses never warm up and they never cool down.
No, you want to know what's great? You'd get on in the morning, and then there'd be the heater in the back. So I used to sit in the very back next to the
Because you were the first one on.
Yes. But in the winter, I realized real quick, you don't want to be sitting in front of that heater because it's not blowing out hot air. It's blowing out ice. So I stopped sitting in the very back.
Fun.
Because it was 20 degrees colder in the back than it was anywhere else on the bus.
That's fun.
So I started sitting in the middle of the bus. Because that was relatively the warmest and where people would leave me alone the most. So that I could sleep. And in the afternoon I didn't care. But yeah.
Not SpongeBob related. I got harnessed. I don't know if you ever saw the kids get harnessed.
I saw
got
a few people in a harness.
I got harnessed as a kid. I never stayed in the harness, though. It was not effective.
Yeah, I don't know how a lot of people did, but I saw probably 4 or 5 people in a harness. Oh, that's what it did. I turned the microphone just slightly, and my waveform went from almost nothing to like the same.
You might
as
have it set to front only.
It's your mic, man. I don't know how it's set. That's why we turned it halfway.
How's that?
I mean, still pretty good.
I think you had it set to only front, because it has
Yeah,
a focus.
Now we're even.
Yeah, when you were fooling with it, it must have hit focus, because we had that off, and I haven't touched it.
I have never touched that button. it might reset when we unplug it.
Maybe.
We'll have
to keep an eye on that. But, yeah, I was harnessed, and they tried 3 different harnesses over the course of several bus routes.
None of them worked.
No, they put me in the harness, tell me not to unharness myself. You're not supposed to be able to unharness yourself.
Yeah.
And then 2 minutes into the bus ride, I'd be unharnessed, proceed to crawl under the seats, because that's what I did. I was 6 and 7.
Yeah.
I stopped doing this when I was like 8 or 9. And I think 8. And at the end of the bus route, I would hand the harness to the bus driver. They were supposed to come and unharness you.
Yeah.
That or their assistant, which only ever had half the time.
Yeah.
Who was supposed to help with the bus driver with the younger kids. That's the last of the tangent. We got to get back to SpongeBob, but
We've been talking for like 5 minutes
Yeah.
about bus routes.
your
Like
harnesses
5-7
are
minutes
ineffective.
about bus routes. And all we talked about is the sheen on the table.
If we were on a different episode, bus routes would make more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we were doing rock bottom. That's when we should have had this conversation.
Reuse this.
Anyway, yeah, we get that Sheen, and then we get one of my favorite like early SpongeBob jokes of SpongeBob. Like the phone rings, SpongeBob goes, "I'll get it," and then he just freezes mid-air, and Squidward picks it up.
They don't play with that kind of stuff often in SpongeBob, or didn't.
It's a really funny joke for what it is, even though it's like 2 seconds long.
Well, in any other cartoon, you expect stuff like that, but SpongeBob held back, so it's funnier.
Yeah. We also get the thing that probably made me be annoyed with Mr. Krabs the most: how quickly he can turn a plate of Krabby Patties into a pizza.
You get hamburgers one day, hamburger soup the next.
You can just make a hamburger soup, just break a couple of patties and throw it into a pot.
Yeah.
And some water. That's how you do it, right?
Hot dogs one day, hot dog soup the next.
I just watched that episode of Bob's Burgers earlier today, so...
I don't know why, but I'm going to there's very little meat in these gym mats.
That's a great line.
But, yeah, he just mashes them up, and somehow gets mushrooms on there.
Yeah, that's... Why? How? Why?
Those look like good mushrooms.
Look, mushrooms on a burger. Like a Swiss burger with mushrooms. Oh, it's so good.
They are.
Yeah.
They put them on the garlic burger.
Yeah.
At Steak and Shake. That was a good burger.
Yeah. I haven't had a good burger in about 3 months.
It's been a while since
I think when we went to Cookout was the last time I had a burger.
I went to Cookout once since then. It was 2 days later.
Yeah. But, yeah.
So, yeah, good tables, good pizza. I'd stay. I'd go for the food.
Yeah.
But, Squidward tries to tell them they're closed.
Yeah, but what he forgot is that money.
We see that a couple times in the show. It'll be, we're closing, and Mr. Krabs is like, you're not.
You're not, but I've got a life.
Yeah, he can't stay around here all night.
Was that this episode?
No.
Yeah.
I can't hang around here all night. I've got a life. That's graveyard shit.
Yeah, I assumed it was, but it's... When you have 18 moments like that stuck rattling around in your head, you go, what? I pulled out 4 episodes with that reference. I don't know which one is which.
Hey, can I get a patty? We're closed.
Yeah, so SpongeBob does go out and get into the boat with Squidward, which is a mistake.
You're forgetting a step. He's got to do his inspection, his pre-driving inspection.
I was not forgetting this step because I wanted to point out SpongeBob let out all the air in that tire.
Tire pressure.
He absolutely let out. They were driving on a flat for the entire night.
They didn't go very far on it. Well, I guess they did go pretty far on a flat, just not in the right way.
They went a gas tank's worth of a flat tire away.
You just needed to reset the gas tank, though. You could have gotten double the mileage.
Yeah, all he had to do is kick in the ass.
There's a decent chance that car stopped directly at the Krusty Krab.
Yeah.
It went the exact distance back.
SpongeBob need driving hours. That would count, though.
It would.
He did drive for 8 straight hours overnight with Squidward backwards and did not crash. He did not crash the entire night.
The odds of that are the least likely thing in the episode.
That is the longest SpongeBob has been behind the wheel of a boat without crashing into something.
So one thing that stuck out to me about the episode, or pretty early in, is, again, Mr. Krabs and Squidward's relationship. It's very different early on. It's more playful, like you even in Graveyard Shift. He's kind of playful with putting off stuff on Squidward.
Yeah.
And then in this episode, we see him just completely disregard Squidward's wishes and labor laws, I think. And but we see. So Mr. Krabs, this is the chain of command here. Mr. Krabs says, "Squidward, I need you to do this delivery."
Yep.
And Squidward goes, "I don't want it." He says he's doing it anyway. Squidward goes, "Okay, SpongeBob can do the delivery." Immediately followed by Mr. Krabs has a different idea.
Mr. Krabs has a different idea. How about both of you do it? Here was Squidward's fatal flaw. He didn't turn around and go, "So you're going to pay both of us overtime?"
Now, what he should have done is only 2 overtime employees can do for free and just not be there. That is the best joke in that episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't think they got overtime pay.
They did not.
And, But after that, we see SpongeBob. Once they get to the boat, Squidward's already like, "I don't want to be here." SpongeBob, you seem excited. You do this. He lays back. He's got his arms behind his head. He's got his eyes closed. You drive. You do this. You do your thing.
If he had known, because he doesn't know how SpongeBob drives yet.
He does not.
If he had known, there's no way he would let SpongeBob anywhere near that boat.
No, but I don't think. I like to think Mr. Krabs would.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Krabs does know eventually, and he does offer to give SpongeBob driving lessons in a
he
later
does,
episode.
and pays for all the maintenance of the Krusty Krab afterwards.
I do like that episode.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I like that we see it. Like, it's very in character. Mr. Krabs says, "I want money." Squidward says no. Mr. Krabs says, "Bet." Squidward's stuck doing it. SpongeBob's excited. He's like, "I'll let you do it."
Well, you see, SpongeBob stood up and said his full name, address, social security number, and said, "I'll make the delivery. Now what?"
That's a deep reference.
That's a deep reference I don't think anyone watching this video will get.
If you get that reference,
If you get that
shout it
reference,
out.
if you get that reference, understand that they make better content than we ever will.
Definitely, definitely.
And I will reference that one line again.
You will hear that again. I can guarantee that.
One of us will say it again, probably before the night is out.
But I like how it feels real, you know? Like, you're there with your buddy, they're kind of lazier, or you're kind of lazier, they're excited, you know? You let that one do it while you chill, and you're just there.
Yeah.
Hopefully on the clock for barely working.
Yep.
But that's not how it goes.
No.
So they end up 100 and some odd miles out, or more,
Yeah, something like that.
in the undersea desert.
Yeah. And then they are just screwed. Because let's be honest, the pizza got cold.
You know, it probably did.
Oh no, the pizza's cold. Not the pizza.
Oh, how can this get any worse?
Squidward kicking that boat is the universe telling him that he will never be happy.
He's not allowed to be happy.
He kicked that boat and it took off, leaving him alone in the middle of nowhere with SpongeBob.
Whoever wrote that joke clearly doesn't understand the limitations of life the physical limitations of life underwater.
And then they burned her pizza.
To stay warm. They ate the box for nutrients. Loki, you know Mr. Krabs uses the cheapest ingredients.
So I want to see if you know the reference. Squidward calls SpongeBob Jethro. Do you know what that's from?
Jethro.
Yeah. Do you know what that's from?
I do not. Do you?
I do not know for sure, but I saw some people talking about it's a Beverly Hillbillies reference.
Oh, shoot.
Because I guess I've never seen the show.
I've watched a lot of Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing it up. Because I know you've seen it with your family.
Yeah. We loved Beverly Hillbillies. I had a DVD of Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah. My parents have seen it. I haven't. It would have never interested me. So I've never seen it.
Yeah, that tracks. That was a very famous show.
Yeah.
They advertised cigarettes on that.
So did the Flintstones.
Yes! Flintstones chewable cigarettes and vitamins.
There's old commercials like that are hilarious.
Just Fred Flintstone like, nothing hits like a Laramie. Like, the hell are you? These kids watch this!
Yeah.
Barney sold me a pack of cigarettes.
No, he just wanted the Fruity Pebbles from his wife's box.
Oh, God.
That's another reference to a very old YouTube video.
It is.
That one might be more known from this, because
Yeah.
same era.
Yeah.
Same area of videos.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I mentioned it earlier. The pizza's cold.
Good help, Fred. Good help, Barney.
I'm gonna skip ahead a minute.
Okay.
That guy refuses the order because SpongeBob didn't bring his drink. I don't think that's why he would refuse the pizza. It showed up 12 hours late.
At least.
There's still some time left in work. We still have some time. What, 30 minutes or whatever? Like, that showed up almost 24 hours late.
Yeah, they walked for 16 hours, almost.
It showed up nearly 24 hours late, and he went, "Where's my drink?" I think the real question is, where the fuck were you?
30 minutes or it's free.
30 minutes or it's free. Yeah. Yeah, it's 30 minutes until 24 hours. Pay up.
His diet, Dr. Kill. I bet the ice would have been melted. My drink's warm, my pizza's cold.
Drinks warm, pizza's cold, and is that a bite mark out the box? We needed sustenance.
It's also the next day.
And SpongeBob and Squidward also opened it so many times.
During a tornado, during a sandstorm.
Yeah, that thing would be inedible. You would open it up and it would look like the Nasty Patty.
Oh, God. Nasty Patty Pizza, let's go.
But, yeah.
I think the hallmark of this episode, and I don't know where you're going with this, is clearly it's their dynamic.
Yeah, that dynamic is the classic. The only thing that could make it better is adding Patrick as well.
That's the only main character we're missing here.
But I don't think you could add Patrick and make the episode better. It would only make the episode
It would
worse.
not make it better.
It's like
And we get the SpongeBob Patrick dynamic in the next episode.
Yeah. And a little bit of Squidward in the next episode.
Like, this 22-minute block is peak SpongeBob.
Yeah. This is before, like, Sandy became, like, a real...
Yeah, I mean, she was kind of a side character early on.
But she's a main character now.
She is.
Where she kind of rides the line in season 1.
Yeah, like, more prevalent than, like, Larry, but not by a ton.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they get the most out of that dynamic here because like Squidward works at the same job, lives on the same street, same pay. He's got everything identical. The only difference between the two is their mindset.
Yeah. I do want to point out that they do get when they get to the boulder and SpongeBob runs over Squidward. That is the first. I want to say the first like Squidward meme.
Yeah, Squidward flat.
Yeah, because the firmly grasp it is a Patrick meme. Squidward's just there.
Squidward is the receiver.
Yeah, that is just a Patrick meme, which is a tiny bit of Squidward. The Squidward being run over and then him sitting up and having that odd pose. Those are.
I've seen that. I've seen
Squidward memes. Solely Squidward.
That's a good. I have also seen the nice looking pizza.
Yeah,
that's a meme.
Yeah, we have a lot of memes from this episode.
There are a few, yeah.
We don't have enough memes from Home Sweet Pineapple.
There are a couple that could be, but yeah, there aren't.
We'll talk about those when we get there. But we should have more memes from that episode.
There's a meme from My Pretty Seahorse.
But there's a couple that aren't from there.
But yeah, we get to see the full range here. So what I like, and getting back on that, was we get to see what happens when SpongeBob is naive and Squidward's not. Squidward's kind of cold. He's he's more like candor, flat about everything, realistic.
I love how quick he is to eat the coral.
He does. He is.
In times of hardship,
hungry.
In times of hardship, the Pilgrims used to eat coral to survive. And just
already halfway through a coral.
Grab it halfway through. Like, didn't like get long ways and just down. He went for the center.
So I'm assuming coral is a stand-in for wood here.
Yeah.
Like a stick.
Probably.
So he's just munched down on a log. But yeah, no, maybe it's mud or sand.
Maybe it's sand or mud. Or, give me the pizza. No, I remember it was coral.
He lied. He did not remember.
He did not remember.
But what we get to see, right? We get to see SpongeBob be like, I saw this on a movie. He's very naive, right? He believes what happened, whatever he's heard. And we get to see that almost get him killed because he does the hitchhiker dance.
Yeah.
Squidward, the realist. He joined in when he thought it was working. Looks good on Squidward. He's a team player. I
don't think he thought it was working. I think he just had...
He was willing to contribute.
Yeah.
And we see him barely save SpongeBob. Like, he deserves a medal for that reaction.
Just a fraction of a second away from not having to deal with SpongeBob anymore.
So, So we got to... but he used to be a homie. So we got to see Squidward's realism and SpongeBob's naivete, get to see that play out negatively for SpongeBob, positive for Squidward. Squidward was right.
Yeah.
Later, we get to see SpongeBob's naivete almost save them, and Squidward makes it worse.
Yeah.
When SpongeBob said, I saw in a movie... Algae points towards, which isn't real, by the way. That's not a real thing.
It grows towards the dampest area.
Yeah, that does not mean civilization. Yeah. There is damp nature out there. But, so we get to see the inverse of that, too. And then we get to see...
The moss thing is a playoff. It always grows on the north side of the tree.
Yeah, okay.
So,
but I know that's like the rock moss thing isn't real.
Yeah.
But, so we got to see that play out the opposite way. So, like, the episode shows you there's positives and negatives to both. And then...
To be fair to Squidward, he did turn towards Bikini Bottom.
They got there.
Yeah, eventually.
But, and then we got to see, right, like, so SpongeBob's dedicated, Squidward's not. Like, he's lazy, he does not care what people think. So we get to see SpongeBob's dedication and drive. We get to see that. He gets the delivery made. He beats the odds. He survives the desert, survives the tornado, gets to the guy's place. He drives a rock there. And the guy is an ungrateful douche. Granted, he has every reason to be.
Granted, SpongeBob did drop the pizza on the ground.
He did.
But the guy did not know that.
And so SpongeBob tries to food poison the guy. The guy says, nah, I need my Dr. Pepper. And SpongeBob breaks down crying because he cares.
Yeah.
Squidward sees all this. He goes, this is not his enemy at this point. This is just his annoying kid neighbor. Like, his childish neighbor. He doesn't want to be around him, but he doesn't hate him. And he goes, this man has worked his ass off for this delivery.
Yeah.
This ungrateful, douchebag. So Squidward takes it upon himself to act as justice in this world. He maybe kills this man. He goes in there without a drink, not even a drink to help, shoves it down the man's throat.
Yep.
The entire box.
Ate the whole thing in one bite.
No drink.
No drink.
So, I think, like, that shows you, right? Like, they needed both of them at every step of the way.
Yeah, they definitely needed both of them at every step of the way.
Like, they play off each other. So, and it shows, like, there's no moral. The moral is, like, it takes many, to get through life. Both outlooks.
There's no moral.
Well, no, but, like...
Which is fine. Not everything needs a moral.
Not moral, but, like, it shows that both mindsets have positives and negatives.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. And it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Sorry, that went away. I'm passionate about this episode.
You're fine. It's such a good episode. Like I said, it was the episode that I always... How the hell have we already gone almost 40 minutes? It's the episode that I remember as a kid loving. Like, if it was on, I had to watch it.
Like, I turned the TV on, and it'd be at the tornado scene, and I'm locked in.
That tornado scene has one of my favorite, like, SpongeBob jokes of him just running around and Squidward, who cares about the customer? I do. Well, I don't. And then it just freezes.
The entire world can't handle that.
It freezes. Squidward, and then just gone.
It shows you, man. Like, he wasn't prepared to hear that.
I love that joke more than probably every other joke in the episode. But it's not the funniest joke of the episode.
No, it's also not the most common. The one I heard one line from this as a kid constantly. I'd imagine you know the line. The Krusty Krab, like that was everywhere as a kid.
Yeah, everyone sung that.
Parents had to hate that.
There's I know you've seen it because we watch all of the guys' videos. There's I can't remember. I think it's Christian J is his name. But he's the guy who does SpongeBob in real life.
Oh, yeah.
The live action SpongeBob stuff. Yeah. This, I think, is the first episode, like, that we've got to that he's done.
Yeah.
And that one's a really fun episode. His Graveyard Shift is the best one he's done.
It's really good.
But if you haven't seen those videos, go watch them. He has, like, 10 of them.
I think roughly.
Something around there. He has another one that's almost done and will be out in a nebulous future. He's busy.
Life happens.
So I get it. He's busy. But yeah, no, they're fun.
My favorite joke from this whole episode is probably the God, what is it? It's the yeah.
You can't remember.
I had it and I lost it.
Tire pressure.
It's early. It's something along that.
We do reference this episode a lot, though.
We do.
The amount of times that at least the amount of times that I have just said, it's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
Yeah, that one comes up a lot.
I say it all the time. Just constantly.
That is a meme. I've seen that.
And anytime I hear someone, like, in anything just say, it's a boulder. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
And anytime boulder comes up, It's like that one Avatar line, you can never hear. It was until the Fire Nation attacked. Everything changed.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah, you have to say it.
That one I love because I find myself saying it and then hearing the other person finish it at the same time.
Yeah, it's there's something magical there. We're all programmed though.
That one's great because it'll piss off anyone who doesn't get it.
I would be confused.
Just the amount of times I've seen someone be annoyed that someone finishes the line. But
I can't think of one from a Cartoon Network show like that. I don't think there's ever a line like that.
No, I don't think so. There might be now. There's like
Maybe.
But no, I can't think of any from like Ben 10 or
Dexter, Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, no, because all of them were like done. I don't remember a lot of them being mimetic lines.
Yeah, nothing like that. Like the closest is omelette du fromage.
That's the one I went to. I would never finish that.
No, I've never heard it in my life outside of talking about Dexter's Lab.
If I heard someone go omelette du, I would never finish
You're not going fromage. Well, what if they don't want fromage on their omelette du?
So I would never think to finish it.
No. Yeah, back to the episode. Back to the episode. There's something about the good ones that we do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. What other notes do I have?
Oh, you have it automatically numbered them, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Probably should, but...
Oh, one thing is, I don't mention the sound effects very often or the songs, but I really like when Squidward's chasing SpongeBob. Like, chasing after him right after the tornado grabs him. Yeah. I really, really love the music that plays around. I don't know why, but that little jingle was really pleasant.
Like, once they get out the tornado?
Yeah, and he's chasing him.
That's a nice little, like, second-long jingle.
It's in one of the games as just the default track for one of the areas in one of the games. I think it's the movie. It might be a different one.
I haven't played the movie game yet.
But it was really nice.
Yeah. So, I think... that's about it for pizza delivery. Do we want to move on to Home Sweet Pineapple?
Oh, yeah, I did say that this just feels like one of the most relatable episodes of SpongeBob to me. Like, as someone who's worked, like, we've done stuff like that with other people, it feels so relatable. They're dynamic.
It's something about them going, like, being in a car with someone after work and going...
That's what, yeah, like, it just, there's something about the energy, right, of it, like, it's later at night.
So... I want to say I probably said this on this podcast already. I don't remember. But it's a story that I love. I used to work with this guy named Toby at my first job. And one night we got off work. It was super late. It was after 11. So everything was closed. Except for Taco Bell and McDonald's.
Those are your options.
Yep. So we get off work. We drive over and we go... Because I was driving him home because he didn't have a car or a license.
Yeah.
And he lived over not too far from your parents' place.
Okay.
He lived like 3 streets before your parents.
Okay, I know roughly where that's at.
It's like on Cherry Street.
Yeah.
I was driving home and was like, we'll stop and get some McDonald's. I haven't eaten, you haven't eaten. Yeah. We get in, it's like, said, go through drive-through, roll down the window. Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
You've told me this story.
I've told you this story multiple times. I go, 1 second, please. And I turn to look at him to see what he wants. And we just sit there and the woman on there just goes, ugh, these shitty ass fries. I was dead. I felt my soul leave my body because if I didn't, I would have burst out laughing.
This is one of the I'm not supposed to laugh.
It was everything. I had to hold my breath because I was fighting not to laugh. And I finally broke when Toby broke and just burst out laughing because it was freaking hilarious.
Did you have an order?
We got whatever. We got like chicken nuggets. But if he hadn't started laughing, I would have turned and said,
had to order.
I would have turned to that takeout box and said, yeah, can I get 20 chicken nuggets with sweet and sour sauce and some shitty ass fries?
I don't know. You should have. I feel like today you would have.
It's not as funny once you start laughing at it because then they know they've been caught.
Yeah, they know you heard them.
But if I had managed to get just with a straight face, that would have made the story like better.
It would have.
But yeah, no, that's my favorite like late night food story. I also have the same one where I was working at the place. I went to the Taco Bell. I ordered my food on Tuesday and I didn't get it till Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Granted, I ordered at 11:30, but I also didn't get my food until about 12:30, and I was the only one in the drive-thru, and the inside was closed. So,
But that food was fresh.
no.
Yeah. Yeah. You got what they could scrape out of the containers.
So before we do get on, I want to ask you something. You haven't mentioned my shirt at all.
I have not.
So I've been sitting here wearing it for like the last 5 hours, just going. He's not mentioned it.
I keep thinking it's new, but I don't think it is.
It's not new, but I don't wear it very often.
It's Narmac, right?
Yeah, it's the Normac SpongeBob anime Con Street shirt.
I think I was with you when you bought that, or I've seen it before.
I've worn it before, but I had to buy it online. So this is a 2XL, which I didn't think would fit me very well.
Yeah, it
But
wouldn't fit me.
This fits me so much better than I thought it would. Because I remember when I bought it, it being like super tight. And to be fair, the collar is super tight. I do not like this collar. It is not loose enough, so I will just
If you tug at it enough, it'll stretch.
It will. Eventually, I will get this into a point where it doesn't feel like it's choking me.
Or make a V-neck.
I almost went in earlier today and just cut just a tiny bit, which I've done before. It's shirts.
I've done that to loosen collars.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've wanted to comment, but I'm like, I keep going, it's not new. Don't ask him about it. He'll call you a dumbass.
I was expecting you to, like, I assumed you looked at it and went, oh, I'll save it for the podcast.
You didn't mention mine.
I've known you. I see that every single day.
Yeah, but it's for this episode.
Yeah, you have a Krusty Krab pizza shirt that your mom turned into a pillow.
Because it won't fit me, and it never will.
Yeah, this is what, 1 or 2 sizes too small?
It's like a 2X.
Yeah.
I hope to get down to a 3, maybe a 2. It will be years.
Yeah.
So that's not going to fit.
We're overweight.
We are.
I want to be clear. I always wear 3XL shirts, but I like my shirts being loose. I've always been able to wear a 2XL.
I wear a 5X, a 4 fits, but they're tight.
Yeah. Like some 2XLs are too small for
shirts,
me, but
they make shirts. The same size shirt can be completely different in any different brand.
I think this is like halfway between your average 2X and a 3X.
I've had some like that.
So I think that's why it fits me so well, but I expected it to be like on the smaller end, so I don't wear it very often.
Because most of those like Chinese YouTuber shirts, like generic, they're made of cheap material and they shrink and they're small.
This is also very thick. It is very warm, which is not great because it's very warm in the room.
I'm dying.
Anyway,
next episode, home sweet.
Yeah, we're already at 50 minutes. So, well, 48 minutes. But still, home sweet pineapple. So, losing his pineapple house to parasites, SpongeBob finds himself relying on his neighbors in order to remain in his neighborhood. After a disastrous stage with Patrick and Squidward, SpongeBob must move back with his parents. Eulogizing his pineapple, SpongeBob plants a tiny pebble from it. But wait, that's no pebble, it's a seed.
Where did the guy go? We need the hero to come back.
Yeah. Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Do you think the nematodes are an invasive species? They just, from the second they're introduced, they just wreak havoc on Bikini Bottom.
They don't fit the show's vibe or art style very much, but I want to say the Bikini Bottomites are the invasive species.
Well, they showed up and just destroyed their ecological habitat.
Is a boat part of an ecological habitat?
No, but the rock they consumed was.
What about the pineapple? From the not ocean pineapple.
I mean, that one. Let's be honest, that pineapple survived longer than it should have.
It really did. No, I think the Bikini Bottomites kicked out the nematodes. They came back.
But yeah.
So I'm trying to find. I was trying to find a fun fact.
Is this the first episode we see a nematode in?
You know, that would be better than the ones they have. All the trivia for this episode are basic observations.
I don't know what website you're using. Is it the crappy fandom?
No, it's Encyclopedia SpongeBobia.
Really?
Yeah.
You would think they would have
better
better
trivia. Well, it's the one Pie Guy got such fun facts as, this is the first appearance of Sandy.
I haven't watched those videos in years.
I don't think I've watched them since college.
I don't think I've seen them since his season 10 video came out.
Yeah, and I used to binge them. I had this on my MP3 player when I didn't have a phone for a while.
I used to have Sawyer episodes on my MP3 player.
That is amazing. But dude, Pie Guy was where it was at, but yeah, there's no fun facts.
Yeah.
Not at least for this episode.
There's no fun facts. That's your fun fact.
Fun fact for this one is, don't live with Patrick if you want to live.
This episode is probably the funniest episode of season 1.
It has to be. If something else beats it, I'd be shocked.
There are so many just classic gags, which, again, we'll get to in a second, but one of my favorite jokes from this episode. What was their plan to ruin Squid's day? What was
Patrick
it?
shows up, dapper as hell.
Is it time to ruin Squid's day already? Slam, come out in a suit and bow tie. What
With a
was
hat.
his plan?
With a hat. And yeah, no, they had to be, like, marrying him or something.
Were they gonna stick him in a dress and Shanghai him? What was the plan?
He
What
will
was
be
the
Patrick's
goal?
bride. Dude, I don't know. Maybe they were going to do a musical number?
That's probably the best joke in the episode that is not a visual gag.
It's the best, not exclusively visual gag. Because, like, they set that one up to that one's rule of 3.
Is it time to ruin Squid's day already? Oh, yep. It is time to ruin Squid's day. Oh, is it time to ruin Squid's day already?
Jumps out in a suit. Dapper Patrick. That might be the same outfit he wears when he marries the street pole in Krabby Chronicle.
Maybe. I haven't watched that episode since high school.
I haven't seen it since it aired on TV.
I probably haven't seen that episode since 10th grade.
Yeah. It's not... That's one of the better episodes of Season 10.
That's not a season 10 episode.
Oh, yeah.
That's season 7 or 8.
Is it 8?
It might be 6. It might have been 6. I don't remember. Maybe it's 5.
It's not 5. It might be 6.
Krabby Chronicle. Thank you. It is a SpongeBob episode. Yes, it is.
Glad we've confirmed that.
Yes, it was aired August 8th of 2008. It was on there with Boating Buddies, which I think is season 7.
Maybe. Which season has extreme spots?
That's 9. I
Okay.
think that's the first episode of 9.
It's the first HD episode. But not the first one with the HD intro.
6-9. It's 6-9.
Okay, I knew it wasn't 5. Yeah, firmly out of the golden season. But I don't think it's awful.
It's there. I would forget about it on an average day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Ruining Squid's Day, that one was on my notes too. That is a top tier gag.
That is one of the best gags, and every time I watch this episode, I have to go, what? What was their plan? What were they gonna do to Squidward?
It's like the prank in Big Picture Show. You never meant to know.
It's like every other time is arguable whether they know or not. They planned to ruin his day.
They had a plan in motion.
I don't know what it was. I just know I kind of wish we got to see it.
But they used that line a lot later.
Yeah. We also have a really...
I also commented on Patrick's outfit. We do not talk during these, by the way.
No,
Mostly don't.
We actively don't talk.
And so we both picked that out. The
The
next funniest joke.
I looked up and I just saw a note that is almost word for word mine.
So the Patrick's suit does not end there, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick's suit stays for that entire scene until they cut away.
Yeah, they walk up to see SpongeBob's house gone. SpongeBob just crying, and
SpongeBob and Squidward have an entire conversation.
they do.
And then Patrick looks up from his own ass and just goes, "SpongeBob, your house is gone."
How do you describe that realization face?
Dude, this episode, like a minute, not even a minute in, has me like on the floor.
We had to back up for it because we were experiencing difficulties. But
I describe one of those faces as blank.
When his eyes bulge out and his pupils go all weird, was that a Nickelodeon splat?
It might have been.
I think it was.
That could have been.
I didn't want to mention it at the time, but I
It
really
would have been
think
a great
it was
fun
splat.
fact if it is. Great trivia.
That'd be great trivia if it is.
But, no, that him still in the suit, by the way, again, just SpongeBob, that is how you do a Patrick unaware gag. Because they do that later.
SpongeBob, your house is missing. It's gone.
Patrick, your genius is showing.
SpongeBob, your house is dead forever and it's never coming back. So I referenced that series a lot. And you still haven't seen all of F7 Abridged.
I have not.
But
I'm getting there slowly.
But I reference Don't Fuck Up. It's dead, it's gone forever, it's never coming back.
If you're at the count, ladies and gentlemen, that's 3 different YouTube series you need to watch to get everything in this podcast.
And we only told you one of them. Or no, we told you 2 of them.
Yeah, kinda.
We told them about Christian J's.
Yeah, we did.
So, but yeah, no, that's great. So yeah, Patrick realizes SpongeBob doesn't have a house. He
does the neighborly thing.
He laments that he has to move back in with his parents, and Patrick invites SpongeBob to live with him, which leads.
Well, no, that's not what happens next. Don't they build it first?
No.
Oh.
That's well. Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
they do build it
Yeah.
first.
So before SpongeBob moves back in with his parents, Patrick offers him the home that Love built from The Simpsons.
You don't need to move back in with your parents. Just build your house. I did it with mine.
Cuts to house, just a rock with a stick on it, and the stick falls off.
That is such a perfectly timed.
Again, we're at like a minute in at this point, minute and a half, and this episode is amazing.
We're like 2 minutes in.
Okay, 2 minutes in.
Because we spent some time on the Nematodes and the house shrinking.
Okay, yeah, okay. 2 minutes in, and the episode is gangbusters.
Like 2-3 minutes in, and it's just funny joke, funny joke, funny joke.
More laughs per minute than The Simpsons has had in decades.
From Oh Shell Phone to probably the next day is just one joke after another that just hits.
They all land.
It hits like a brick through a window.
So what would you rather have? SpongeBob's house here that they build, or the home that Love built for the Flanders in The Simpsons?
A Flanders house.
We ran out of wood and just painted the dirt. That was my idea.
Because at least when that one falls over, you can use what's left to build something.
We ran out of nails.
But
That house has no electricity except that room.
yeah,
That one's got extra electricity.
his antenna falls off, and then they start probably the best 45 seconds to a minute and a half of the show.
It's a building montage.
With some of the funniest visual gags.
Some Looney Tunes shit.
The visual gags start with Patrick hammering a nail into a board and just hitting his hand over and over and over
Hey,
again.
he can tell something's wrong, though.
Something is wrong. He doesn't know what. He just knows every time he hits his hand with a hammer, it hurts.
Doctor, it hurts every time I do this. What do I do?
Don't do that. It's like
Hey, he perseveres for his friend.
it's like one of the first episodes of Ned's Classified where Chopsaw just puts his hand down and fucking hits it with a mallet, and everyone's like, ah! No, don't worry. It's
Well,
a fake
years
hand.
ago.
This one's made of wood.
I'd hate to get that wrong.
I'd hate to get that wrong. Does he get it wrong in the episode later?
I think he does.
It's been a couple years since I watched that, and they didn't air that episode very often.
No,
so.
they did not.
I just remember him hitting his hand with a hammer.
Stay tuned for the Ned's Declassified podcast.
Which we'll never do.
It will never happen.
We might do an episode or two just for the fun of it, but
We
no.
could do one of the Halloween ones for that, like, Nickoween or whatever. They did that.
Yeah, we'll track down the Fairly Odd Parents zombie commercials.
There you go.
Those are lost media.
We'll find them. But yeah,
I remember seeing those as a kid.
I saw them.
I saw them during the summer, though.
I saw that cow and chicken episode that only aired once.
Yeah. I think you brought that up on the podcast.
I did, because it's so weird. I've never been one of the guys that saw the thing that aired once.
Yeah.
That's my one. But yeah, the home that Love built is about a foot tall.
Yeah. Well, we still have more visual gags. With probably is not my favorite joke, but the hardest we both laughed was SpongeBob turning the world by tightening a sink.
That one was amazing.
That joke is funny because it's just turning the world, but it's
Patrick's reaction.
Patrick standing up going, did the world just move, sliding backwards?
My man knows something's wrong, but he can't put his finger on it.
And then SpongeBob turns it again and he just
At that point,
drops.
he's gone.
He just drops screaming. Another turn and the world's upside down. Another turn and another turn and he
We're
just
right back up.
face
We're
plants.
right side up and he lands from, I can only assume, miles up.
Falling from the sky.
That's not the only time Patrick gets airtime in the show either. But no, that one kills. And it's such a simple gag. But you don't expect that in SpongeBob.
It's such a simple gag. And it's the middle joke of a montage that is so funny.
Yeah, because that's not where it ends.
It ends with my favorite joke of the episode. Like, my favorite visual joke of the show, probably.
So Patrick's thumb hurts again.
It's just, SpongeBob is just hammering away planks in the air.
He's building the roof.
He puts a plank down, hammers it, backs up, puts a plank down, and we see the first plank fall. And we cut to the wide shot, and we see it just hit Patrick in the hand. So he backs up because he doesn't want to dive again, and it hits him in the hand again, and he backs up.
He knows something's wrong. But it's not him this time.
It's a perfect just montage of joke that escalates in a beautiful way.
It rules of three. Three completely different gags. All amazing.
Like, you take any of them on their own, that middle gag is the funniest. But you put them all together, that last one is
Because you're already
incredible.
laughing at this point, but now you start crying. Cry laughing, because it hurts.
It's just sitting here describing it, it's killing me. It's like when we watched Band Geeks that one night where we were super tired, and every joke we had to pause because we could not breathe.
That one we were tired, but it helped.
We were out of it. I love watching comedy when I'm at that level of tired.
Oh, it's
Like,
on a different level at that point.
The last time I watched Maggie Makes 3, there's the joke about, we'll have to start buying one ply toilet paper instead of two, and Bart runs over and punches the wall, and I hit the ground. Which
That
I've
was
never
really
done.
good.
I never laugh at that joke.
No.
But that night was special.
It's so disconnected.
But
Bart's passionate.
also, SpongeBob never tightened that sink.
No.
Because he turned the entire world doing it. He did not tighten
No, the
that
bolt didn't move relative to
No.
the sink.
No, he just turned the entire world with the bolt.
You can see. I never noticed it before as a kid, but on the projector you can tell. That's just a slide of SpongeBob on clear paper over the background, and you could tell this time.
You paused it when we were watching the episode. The exact frame that Patrick hits the ground, but before they put him on the ground, which was a really funny image.
Dude, there's so many amazing ones in this. So they built this place. They got his pineapple built. You know, two friends did it in an afternoon,
Yeah.
and they show you the pineapple. It looks
It
beautiful.
looks fantastic. It is glimmering.
And then they cut to the wide shot.
And it's smaller than SpongeBob.
It is one bedroom.
To be fair, if they had replaced Gary's shell with it, he would have been fine.
He would have been. He would have looked great.
He would have been fine.
And then we see at the end, we see Patrick, like, he approved. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, wrapped in bandage.
From what he did to it, what the fall did to it, what SpongeBob did to it.
I adore this set of jokes.
It's amazing.
SpongeBob doesn't have any home insurance. Otherwise, this episode wouldn't have happened.
You know, they get life insurance later.
They do.
That's an episode.
So yeah, SpongeBob's house breaks, and Patrick offers him to move in, which leads to another great set of jokes.
There's also a line in this I'd never caught before.
Oh, that Patrick's parents kicked him out?
When my parents kicked me out of the house, I never went back.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
I never caught that as a kid.
Really?
Never heard that.
I love that line. It's such a good, just one-liner.
It gives you so much with so little. It tells you a lot.
Hi, do you know where Patrick is? No. Knock, knock.
This is
Do
their
you know
first
where
time
Patrick is?
visiting. How long has he been moved out? We know he went to college.
Patrick had such a different life.
He had such a different life.
We get to
The inner machinations of his mind.
when they're living at Patrick's Rock.
And SpongeBob is a problem solver. There's some problems with this arrangement, but he's going to make it work.
Yep. At first, he's real cold.
He is. Patrick takes the rock from him.
Oh, what a dick.
But my man has a solution.
There was a much better solution than to reach into the ground and cover himself with dirt. He could have just crawled under the rock and been
got
fine.
closer.
Yeah, he could have just gotten closer. That wouldn't have saved him, but it would have
not
gotten
have.
closer.
So he's got that solved. He's warm now.
And then he's wet.
He is very wet, but he's a problem solver.
SpongeBob absorbing Patrick's drool. It's a very funny image of him just waking up, just
Expanded.
engorged.
No one, but not even your parents, want to watch you engorge yourself.
And he waddles over, which killed you tonight.
It's only funny because I'm tired.
And then he proceeded to try and murder Patrick.
He did. Oh yeah, we missed one. So first, Patrick talks in his sleep a little bit. You know, he gets loud, so SpongeBob pulls out his earplugs.
Yeah.
We saw that. And then he pulls out another plug.
Yeah, he tries to murder Patrick.
Yeah, so Patrick don't have a nose for you at home.
Yeah.
And SpongeBob plugs his breathing hole with a giant cork.
Yep.
This proceeds to cause problems.
He should have thought about not having a nose if he wanted to breathe.
He should have, shouldn't he? Should have thought about having parents before he became an orphan.
And SpongeBob goes back to bed.
And all is well. Until Patrick needs to inhale.
And Patrick spits out this cork and goes into my favorite slapstick gag of the episode, and possibly of SpongeBob.
Yeah, so I've got a theory for you at home. I think Patrick took that murder attempt personally.
Because Patrick just stands up and starts yelling, "Spiders!" and starts beating the hell out of SpongeBob with his hoe.
Beat this man to death with a building made of stone.
Which is such a funny joke.
SpongeBob's hands go through his mouth.
Twice.
Yeah.
And Patrick goes back to sleep.
SpongeBob, barely clinging to life, crawls away.
Which was his second mistake.
Because Patrick took that personally, too. When he gets up a second time.
Well, you're not supposed to crawl away or live at home.
They see
or wear a hat in a funny way.
They take that as a challenge, too.
So Patrick gets up, runs over, and beats him again.
A second time!
The spiders joke is so funny.
It was my favorite as a kid.
And I told you this when we finished it, but when he walks away, the image SpongeBob is
SpongeBob just in that one pose.
face,
Afraid to even shiver.
I don't think it's a meme, but it should be a meme.
Well, you can see, because at first he was shivering, and Patrick came over and attacked. So you see SpongeBob sitting here like stiff, in pain, trying not to move. Afraid to provoke Patrick.
Yeah, so after that, SpongeBob tries to get into Squidward.
He's a problem
Squidward's house and tries to live there for a couple of months.
Hey, can I stay with you for a couple hours, or days, or months?
If he hadn't said goodnight to Squidward, he would have at least
he had
gotten
it till Squidward acknowledged, "Who am I saying goodnight?" Till his brain processed that line.
Yeah, I've been Squidward in that moment before, too, when he wakes up, where I've been asleep and my brain will just go, "Hey, you know this and this?" "Yeah, what?" "Well, this." Just open eyes. "Fuck! Damn it! This is gonna be the next 3 hours and I haven't slept in 12 hours or however fucking long. I have to be out working 3 hours and I just have a 3-hour thing that I have to work through now."
Yeah,
Great.
now that you've solved the Pythagorean theorem in your sleep.
So I think the last time I did that was when I realized that Final Fantasy VII is one of the games that Tsuru Nomura worked on, and he designed Red 13, 7 and 13. What the fuck is it with him and those numbers? Damn it, motherfucker, why?
Fantasy 7, Red 13.
What is it with him and those numbers? And that was just a night I had a couple years ago.
Stay tuned for Kingdom Hearts 4 one day.
Stay tuned for Marcus losing his mind over Tetsuya Nomura and his fascination with the numbers 13 and 7.
This will not be the last time you hear this discussion.
No.
But yeah, so SpongeBob solves his problem. He can't live with Patrick. He'll live with Squidward.
Yes, Squidward will let him live.
So Squidward's kind enough to let my man into his home, his bed, get him a glass of water.
Well, he didn't let SpongeBob in. SpongeBob broke him.
SpongeBob let himself in. And yeah. So they do that, and Squidward politely wishes SpongeBob good night, leaving SpongeBob nowhere to go.
Yep. And then the next day, he decides to go live at his parents.
So he fashions some bags out of the ether and a nice hat.
And Squidward celebrates.
Yeah, so we see SpongeBob get rid of his pebble. He's not leaving anything behind. He's not taking anything with him.
Yep.
So he buries the pebble. His tear waters it in the soil.
Yep.
And we see it start to sprout. But it's not done. It's not growing yet.
And Squidward decides to dance on the grave of SpongeBob's house.
And his house took that personally.
It grew up real fast and then murdered Squidward.
And then we, as you kindly suggested, we get the plot to Monster House, as there's a dead person in the foundation.
Yep. How do you think they got Squidward out of there?
I don't think they helped. I think my man dug his way out over several days.
He dug his way out, starting just at his waist, and eventually got enough so that he could just fall and be legs under SpongeBob's house. At which point he sat there for 3 weeks, thinking about his options.
So we do see SpongeBob didn't get to live with Squidward for months. Squidward gets to live with SpongeBob for months later.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that episode. That is going to be a fun episode.
But no, I love how clearly you can see this seed sprout out of spite, not love for SpongeBob, out of spite for Squidward.
Yeah.
And the family proceed to walk over him.
Yep.
I don't think they dug him out of that. I think SpongeBob was just happy to have the company for a couple days.
They would have had to cut him out of that and then just redo all the floor.
I hope Patrick and SpongeBob did the flooring.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Those are the episodes.
Yes, they are. Next time, I really do need to just have it open because it's the same website as the synopsis. I could just pop out. Next time, we have 2 very special episodes. We have
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Number 1.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 1, and Pickles.
That's a legendary. That's the only other competitor for funniest episode of the season.
That one is really funny, but I will definitely laugh more at like Home Sweet Pineapple than I will at Pickles.
And it has one of those mimetic lines you love.
Yeah.
You forgot the pick. I've heard that.
I don't hear that one very often.
I've heard it a couple times in my life.
But it has some great gags that we'll get into. But
It's just like riding a bike. You never forget.
as we wrap up, I just want to go ahead and remind you of your clues for our episode title game. Those are playing cards, mailbox, and jump rope.
Stay tuned. Tune in next time, I mean.
And first person I see that gets the answer will be pinned in the comments below. So thank you for listening, and we will hopefully see you next time.